You've not heard me speak too much about narcissistic children where the parents are abused. And that does not mean for a moment that I don't believe that happens. You see, when I make videos, I talk about things I can identify with because it comes from the heart. I don't just throw things out there because I think this is what happens. I talk about things from my own experiences firsthand. This way, I can get more help from everyone out there, you guys. Those of you who identify with what I say actually helps me. And in turn, when I relate my experiences, someone out there can identify what happened to me and they could become validated and identify and possibly go on the path of healing. So I've not had a narcissistic child, nor was I a victim of a narcissistic child. That does not mean for a moment it does not happen. Think about these two things, please. Think about a bitter divorce with a spouse. And we all know that that spouse, if it's a narcissist, what they're going to do to leverage the children. They're going to use money. They're going to use manipulation. They're going to use lies. They're going to use the court system to make you look bad. And they're going to turn that child. Now, I can tell you, I've witnessed a parent, a narcissistic parent, do horrendous things. So I know from that perspective that a child can turn narcissistic. Take the golden child. While not every golden child turns narcissistic, a majority of them do. How do I know this? I've been doing this for years and years and years. I have firsthand experience. I've witnessed a golden child turn incredibly narcissistic. I have all of you to validate that for me. All of the stories, I read each and every one of them. So please think about this. If someone, a parent, tells you that they have a child that is a narcissist, that their ex spouse, their ex lover, the child's father, the child's grandparent has turned them against them, please believe them. If anyone tells you about abuse, no matter what type of abuse it is, sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, harassing abuse, please believe them. Don't ever take it upon yourself to go, no, I don't think so. That doesn't sound right. Just give them the benefit of the doubt because both you and I know how painful it is not to be believed. We both know, we've both been on that side where we're wondering, is that person going to believe me? I'm so used to having lies told about me, they're not going to believe me. So think about that where it doesn't relate to you, something you can identify with. If someone tells you they've been abused, you always give them the benefit of the doubt and listen to their story. Lend a helping hand, give a listening ear, and empathize. There's a lot of abuse out there. There's a lot of different types of abuse out there. We're seeing it in the media quite a bit lately. Those of you who have been around my channel, at least for a while, know the types of abuses that I've been through. I may put myself out there next year after the holidays. And what I mean by that is to go public. I'll go into more of that later, but more likely than not, an abuser, no matter what type of abuser it is, abuses more than once. When I was a child, my sexual abuser abused dozens, if not hundreds, of children in my neighborhood. Unfortunately, I took the beatings for that because it was my family member and the whole neighborhood knew. That person is still a threat to society. The family doctor, some of you may have seen me make videos about, abused 4 male children in my family and extended family. I very well may go public on that. To some degree, I already have. Unfortunately, the statute of limitations has got my hands binded, but that's easing up a little bit and we're seeing some headway. Anyway, that's a long, long way to tell you. If somebody tells you they're abused by a child, by their son or their daughter or their grandchildren, please believe them. Lend a listening ear. Show empathy. Thank you very much. I'm wishing you peace today.